34. 34 gets the screen
Ooh,
from Dopp.
Bates tries to steal right there and actually gets a steal. Fumbling around for the ball a little bit. Ehlers takes it, passes it back to Bates, and shoots it from the free throw line. Misses. Ehlers gets the rebound and tries to pop a three, and it's no good.
34 gets the rebound, passes it to Whitting. Whitting slowly taking it down court. Tries to pass it to number 22, Shia, but it's Land knocks it out of his hands.
Woo, they're getting a little risky over there. I mean, Bates had a really good steal right there.
Whitting passes it in for Gothenburg, passes it into Shia. Shia gets the layup.
That was a nice out-of-bounds move right there. Got to give him props. All right, Johnson passes it to Ehlers, who passes it back to Johnson. Gives it to Lockhorn. Lockhorn's picking up a little bit of defense here, but he can handle it. Does some fancy, some dribbling moves right there. I like it.
Ooh, behind the back.
I know, right? Lockhorn gets a screen from Ehlers. Still trying to wait for the offense to get going. All right, pass it to Ehlers, center court, gives it to Land. Land tries to drive, and looks like he shoots it from the free throw line, and he makes it.
Whitting passing it in to 34. 34 slowly takes it up court. 34 passes it to Whitting. Whitting tries to take the screen from Dopp. Passes it out to 34 in the corner. Pops a three, and it's no good.
Looks like Ehlers gets the rebound. Passes it, to Lockhorn. Gives it to Bates on the sideline over there. Skip passes it over to Land. Land tries to drive, but gets picked off by three defenders.
Whitting takes it down court. Tries to do a layup, but it's no good. 22, Shia gets the rebound, but it's a jump ball.
Looks like Land fought for that ball right there. Looks like Johnson's going to take it out of the baseline. Passes it over to Land on the sideline over there. Makes his way up the side, goes towards the middle, tries to drive, but good defense over there. Land looks like he's going to hand it off to Lockhorn, who shoots around the free throw line, and he makes it.
Whitting takes it in. Tries to pass it to Shia, but it's knocked away for Johnson.
Ooh, nice.
I didn't even see Johnson coming over there.
I know, he's kind of sneaky.
Like a ninja.
Oh, yeah.
Whip it, ninja. Shia passes into Shia, and Shia passes it into Whitting. They're probably brothers or something.
Yeah. All right, let's see what happened here. Looks like, who's 22?
Shia.
No, never mind. Never mind. Oh, Ehlers knocked it out, so 30's going to take it back in.
Shia gets it in. Passes it to Whitting. Whitting gets the screen from Shia. Whitting passes it into Riker, and
looks like Land is making, no, not Land, excuse me. Johnson's making his way up, and Lockhorn shoots a three after a pass, and he makes it.
Whitting passes it into
Let's take a look here.
Shia. Shia tries to dribble it down court. Tries to pass it, but it's too far behind, and they can't get it.
Yep, it looks like Lockhorn almost touched it trying to steal it, but I don't think he touched it.
If the band was there, probably would have taken the tuba out.
Probably. Ooh, what if it like landed in the tuba? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, like plug it. But what I'm starting to notice, folks, is, let's see here. Who are the two redheads on the Gothenburg team?
Whitting and
number 30.
Baker.
And
what?
What? Have you been saying their names wrong? You have been saying their names wrong this entire time. Good going, Lily. We have one job, Lily. We have one job.
No, there's two 30s.
There are what?
Tyler Whitting and Connor Baker.
All right, let's take a look here.
And he's on JV, so it's Whitting. And I was right.
Okay, you're right. I apologize. So it looks like Whitting
and Shia
have been making a good team here. I mean, you've been hearing a lot from him. I mean, they kind of work together really well, and I think the Minden defense kind of has to pick up on that and maybe watch that carefully. All right, Gothenburg makes their way onto the court as Minden still takes advantage of their timeout. Did we call the timeout? Oh, get going. All right, and Minden makes their way on the court. Looks like Johnson's going to take it in. Take it out and bring the ball in. There we go. Johnson passes it to Land, who I guess just subbed in right here. Oh, the other Land, the younger Land. Here we go. Land hands it off to Johnson, who hands it off to the older Land. The older Land tries to drive and passes it out to, oh, he traveled, so the pass doesn't count. That defense picked him up pretty well.
Whitting takes it in for Gothenburg.
Well, looks like the crowd's getting into it. In case you didn't hear that.
Whitting passes it into 34. 34 takes it down court. Passes it to Whitting. Whitting tries to pass it to 34, tipped a little by Ehlers. 34 passes it to Dopp. Dopp to Riker. Riker to Whitting. Whitting passes it back to Riker, back to Whitting. Passes it to 34 in the corner for a 3 and pops it.
That was a nice shot right there. Okay, Johnson's taking it out on the baseline, passes it to the older Land. Makes his way up the court along the sideline. Taking his time here, calls for a screen, I think, but no one's there. Gives it over to Bates, who hands it back off to the older Land. Gives it to Ehlers. Gives it back to the older Land. And the older Land shoots a 3 and he makes it.
Older Land.
I know, that's my new nickname for him.
It's like, like older land, like
oh yeah, I feel
old
you.
England,
Oh my
and
goodness.
then New England.
Yeah, but they're lands.
Yeah, they are lands.
All right,
Like
so it
the
looks
land of the
like
kingdom.
Gothenburg tried to get a 3, but it didn't really work out. And Johnson got the rebound and is making his way up the court, passes it off to the younger Land, who gives it to Ehlers. Ehlers tries to drive, but gives it to Johnson in the corner. Johnson tries to drive here, and he shoots, but doesn't make it.
That was a nice little floater. It just couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Shia takes it down court for Gothenburg, looks for 34 in the corner, tries to drive, and can't make a floater either.
Oh, that was a good, I'm glad that Bates didn't foul there. That was good on his part. All right, Ehlers makes his way up the court along the sideline once again. Ehlers passes it to Bates, who swings it over to the older Land, gets a screen from Bates, and the older Land passes it back to Bates, who shoots a 3. Let's take a look here, and it's in. Ooh, we're doing good on the threes today.
Shia passes it into 34. Looks for Riker. Riker passes it into Shia, but not before the Minden can call a timeout.
Actually, that wasn't a timeout. That was a
not
foul.
a timeout. That was a foul.
Looks like Bates pushed.
Looks like Bates pushed.
Yeah.
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 Looks like we got some sub-ins for Gothenburg. Have fun trying to memorize those new names, Lily.
It's only one person.
Oh, looked like there were still some players on the court, so they're restarting their out-of-bounds play.
Shia passes it to Dopp in the corner for a 3 and makes it.
Ooh, that was a nice, a post out on the three-point line. That was good. Lockhorn makes his way up the middle court slowly, letting the offense set up. Gives it to Bates. Bates tries to drive, but looks like lobs it over to Lockhorn, who shoots a 3, and ooh, it goes in and out. And looks like who was that?
Foul called on Berkestrand.
Looks like as Berkestrand was trying to go up for the rebound, looks like he got on the arm there.
No.
What?
He tried. He fouled the Gothenburg guy.
I know, when he was going up for the rebound.
Yeah. Shia takes it up court and tries to drive, passes it to Whitting. Whitting passes it to Scherer. Scherer passes it to Platter. Platter passes it to 34.
44.
44, Dopp. And
Ooh, looks like Ellers denied that pass and gave it to Land, the older Land, and Land tries to make a layup, but it looks like he gets fouled, but doesn't make his layup, folks. Looks like he's gonna shoot 2 here. Now this might be the first time I've seen Land, the older Land, shoot his shot, so let's see how this goes here. And it goes up, a little too short.
now we told our friend, Chloe Johnson, that we would wish her a happy birthday on Strive.
Oh yeah.
So we're doing it right now.
Happy birthday, Chloe. 14 years old, that's how you do it right there. And he goes up for his second free throw and he makes it. While we were giving our friend a shout out, looks like Teal came in his sub.
Platter gets it, passes into Shia, but can't hold, juggles it a little, but back to Platter. Platter passes it to Scherer, Scherer passes it to Shia, Shia passes it to Whitting, Whitting passes it back to Shia out and behind the arc, shoots a 3 and makes it.
Ooh, that was some good talking right there, Yili.
Thanks, I should be one of those auctioneers.
Or a rapper. Anyway, Lockhorn's making his way up the side pretty fast right there, trying to lose his defense. Lockhorn passes it over to Bates, who makes his way around. Oh, sorry, that's not Bates, that's Ellers. Ooh, Ellers tries to pass it to the older Land, but it's swiped by Gothenburg, number 14.
Number 14 is Landon Platter.
Nice. All right, Ellers is going to take it out on the other side of the half-court line. And it looks like Burkestrand goes out. Lockhorn gets the ball, making his way up the middle of the court. Lockhorn tries to drive, but picks up some good defense, passes it over to Ellers as Ellers tries to drive. And he jumps up, gets a foul, but doesn't make a shot.
That jump was really high.
Yeah, that was a high jump right there.
That was a high jump.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
you should go out for high jump.
Oh my
track.
gosh, Lily, no, that was terrible. All right, looks like Ellers is gonna shoot 2 free throws right here. Taking his time, and he goes up, and it's in. That was a swish right there.
Splash.
Oh yeah. Looks like we got some subs in for Gothenburg.
Dopp comes in for, there's 244s.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right, Ellers goes up for a second free throw, and he makes it. I got you, Lily. 34 makes his way up the court, tries to get past our defense, and he drives, and he makes it.
Wow.
That was a good drive right there, got past our defense.
That was.
Lockhorn passes it, tries to pass it to
Platter
the older.
knocks it out of bounds again.
As he tries to pass it to Land. Looks like Lockhorn's going to take it out. Passes it over to Johnson, who's going to start off the offense here. Works his way up the side, tries to drive, loses the defense, jukes him out, and tries to shoot a 3, but it doesn't make it. The older Land gets the rebound, and he shoots, and he makes his layup right there.
That was like a 360 layup.
Yeah, that took it. Oh. Ooh.
34 takes it down court. Gets it into the corner. Passes it to 44. Passes it to Platter in the lane. Passes it back out to 34 in the corner. 34 pops a 3, but can't make it. Platter gets the rebound.
And it looks like Land swipes it out. Lockhorn's having some trouble with some defense. Ooh, let's take a look what we got there. It looks like we had a foul. Number 14 fouled on Lockhorn right there.
Tried to take the ball again.
Yeah, from behind him, and was a push right there. A couple of Gothenburg boys fell, and I think even a Minden boy fell. The defense has been really good here. I mean, they've been starting to press, and it's been very aggressive. I could just say that.
Yeah.
Looks like
we
Johnson.
are ahead by a lot.
32 to 19.
32 to 19 with 5 seconds left.
All right, the older Land shoots it in a desperate attempt to make one more shot. Ooh! And as he missed his shot, let's see, Teal tried to just like tip it back into the hoop, and he just barely missed it. Was it Teal or Ellers? They both went at the same time.
It was Creed Ellers.
Creed Ellers. Woo.
Tried to tip it into the hoop.
And it just barely missed it. That would have been good.
All right, the second half brings us to 32 to 19.
We're winning here. Alrighty then, gonna start off the second half here. As I said earlier, 32-19, Minden winning. All right, looks like Gothenburg's gonna take it out on the side, number 30. Passes it to 22 here. Tries to drive up on the side, who passes it to 34.
34 drives it into the corner, tries to find someone to pass to, passes it to Shia. Shia passes it to Shia. Passes it to Whitting. Whitting drives and makes a layup.
All right, looks like Lockhorn's taking his way up, going slowly, letting the offense set up. He goes his way up the middle, passes it to Bates, who tries to pass it to Riley, but 22 steals it.
22 dribbles down court, tries to lay up, and shablamo.
Is that your new phrase, Lily?
That is my new phrase, shablamo.
All right, Riley makes his way up the middle, does some fancy moves right there. Riley hands it off to Bates once again, who gives it to Lockhorn, gives it to the older land up on the side, pumps fake, tries to drive, can't get through, tries to drive again, loses the ball, and tries to throw it back in. I think he hit someone in the face. That's okay, though. That's okay. Sportsmanship.
34 passes it to Whitting. Whitting slowly takes down court. Whitting tries to drive, passes it out to 22, but 22 just has butterfingers and cannot hold on to it.
All right, Riley's going to pass it out. He chucks it over to the older land and, waits for the other players to come down court. Tries to drive here, and he does drive. But looks like either 22 or 44 tips it off.
Deflected by Shia. Passes it to 34. 34 gets it tipped by Yonda. Yonda tries to drive. Yonda gets it tipped by Shia. Shia passes it to Shia. Shia passes it to Whitting.
Shia.
Whitting passes it into the corner to 34. 34 passes it to Whitting. Whitting passes it to Shia. Shia takes the screen off of Dope. Whitting passes it to 34. 34 passes it to Whitting, and she can't hold on to it.
And
Riley takes it.
Yeah, that looks like a lob right there, but couldn't get it. All right, Riley passes it to Lockhorn, and Lockhorn tries to shoot a three, but doesn't get it. Bates tips off for the rebound, and Riley picks it up. Riley, tried to go in between the legs, but I think it hit him. Owie. Riley pops a three just to show off, and he makes it. Oh, my gosh, that was a good three, and he was from far out. That was nice. Holy shnikes.
Whitting takes it up to court. Puts some moves on land, passes it back to 34. 34 at the free throw line, hits it, and can't make it.
Bates gets the rebound and bounce passes to Riley. Riley goes fast-paced, trying to lose one of the defenders behind him. Riley tries to drive, almost loses it, and let's see what happened here. He tried to pass it. Number 22, body blocked it, and 22 was the last one to touch it, so it looks like Lockhorn's going to take it back in on the baseline. Looks like we got some subs here. Johnson for land. Lockhorn looks here, and he's going to pass it out to Johnson in the corner. Johnson passes it to Yonda. Yonda tries to drive, passes it to Lockhorn in the corner, who's going to pop three, and airballs it, but Yonda gets the rebound. Yonda does some cross-ups here and there, tries to drive or get past his defender. Passes it to Johnson, who swings it over to Lockhorn, and Riley tries to shoot a three after a pass, but doesn't get it.
Whoa.
What? Oh.
Whitting gets the rebound, palms it around Lockhorn. Whitting puts some moves on Johnson, passes it to 22, passes it to 22, and 34 gets it, drives with the floater, but can't get it, but gets his rebound, does it again, gets his rebound, and gets fouled.
Yep, Yonda tries to knock it out, but I guess he gets some hand on there. Yeah. Yeah, there's two 22s for Gothenburg. There's two 22s on the court, so,
and there's also two 44s and two 30s.
Oh, that's messed up.
It's very confusing.
All right, number 34 shoots one of his layups, and he makes it. Looks like we got a sub going in, the older land for Lockhorn.
34 shoots his second free throw, but it's no good.
Johnson gets the rebound and passes it out to Riley, who makes his way up the side. Nice, easy pace. Lets the offense set up, do its play right here. Riley gets the screen from Bates, and Riley tries to drive but doesn't get it. But he does get a foul. That's what he gets right there. Looks like he's going to shoot 2 right here. And it goes up, and it's in once again. All right, he's going to go up again. Tension fills the air. And it's in.
Whitting passes it into 34. 34 dribbles it slowly down the court. Dribbles it to the right side. Dribbles it to the left side. Passes it to Whitting. Whitting going in between the legs. Tries to drive but can't. Passes it out to Shia. Shia tries to pass it to 34, but Johnson's there. Whitting gets it and passes it out to 34. 34 passes it to number 40, Riker. Riker tries to pass it to Whitting, but can't get it. Shia gets it, and then Shia gets it. Then, they can't get the rebound, and Riker fouls Dylan Yonda.
Yeah, that was a little fast-paced right there. I couldn't tell what number, but someone tried to go up for a layup, and
How many turnovers do you think happened in that?
A lot, and that was just one play. But looks like Yonda just knocked it right out. Oh my goodness, a lot of subs are coming in for Gothenburg. How fun was that, Lily?
All of the people are new. Nope.
Anyway, so when Yonda was, swiping the ball out, looks like someone fouling on him. So Johnson's taking it out, passes it to Riley, who gets trapped over here in the corner, tries to break through the defense, and he does.
One of the number 44s slaps it out of his hand.
But Yonda gets it back and passes it over to the Olderland, who tries to shoot. Let's take a look here. In between the free throw and the three-point line, misses it. Someone from Gothenburg gets it, and Yonda fouls him.
One of the other 44s.
Oh, my goodness.
This is confusing, very confusing. .34 takes it down court. Gets it kind of taken away by
Johnson, and then Riley gets it. He's trying to drive here. Passes it to Bates. He gives it back to Riley. Bates tries to set a screen right here, and he does. Riley uses it and tries to drive. Tries to go through 3 defenders, but he loses the ball.
Scherer goes for the layup, and
Misses.
It's no good. Then
10 gets
Platter
it again. Yeah.
gets it. Goes to the corner with Scherer. Scherer tries to shoot it again. Passes it out. Gets the rebound. Passes it out to Platter, and yeah.
It's getting really aggressive in here, folks. I mean, we had a lot of fouls going on. I just saw a Gothenburg guy on the floor, and I don't even know what happened because there were some intense things going on around the ball.
Platter throws it into number 34, but can't get there.
I mean, that was
just...
Yeah, no one was there. I guess he was trying to lob it maybe.
Yeah.
Regardless, Johnson's going to take it out on the baseline with some heavy defense. Passes it to Yonda, who makes his way up the side, fast pace, gives it to the Olderland, who tries to drive but decides not to go all the way because there's defense there. Tries to bounce past it to let's see Johnson, but Johnson can't get there on time, and number 14 takes the ball, is going to drive.
Platter tries a layup, tries to pass it actually, and double dribble.
And the Gothenburg is not happy because when Platter, I believe, was going up for the layup, Johnson just swatted the ball out of him, and I guess he thought there was hands, but I guess there wasn't. Now let's take a look here. Lovin's going to call a timeout. And I think something that might be talked about in that timeout is how we need to stop with these Butterfingers. I mean, it's happening.
Can I get a popcorn?
Sure, $2.
I don't have $2.
Come on, man. Don't put us on commercial.
Here, Jackson,
Well, then I guess you don't get the popcorn. But you don't get the popcorn.
I want the popcorn. I want the popcorn, dude.
Please don't forget your money when you go to the concession stands, and please enjoy the game.
And we are back.
After that amazing commercial, props to the students of CLJMS. And looks like the players are getting back onto the court. And looks like someone spilled a water bottle, but Levin's cleaning it up. Good for you, Levin. They know that's the coach's job right there. All right, Johnson's going to take it on the baseline. Ooh, bounce passes to Yonda, who just barely gets it, gives it back to Johnson, who gives it to Riley on the other side. Bounce passes to Johnson, but he just can't
Whitting
catch it.
steals it, gets the layup, and can't get it, but 34 gets the rebound twice and gets it in the bucket.
Yeah. Yonda's taking it out, passes to Riley with some heavy defense right here. Passes it all the way down court to Yonda, who catches it, tries to drive, bounce passes to Bates, who gives it back to Yonda. And Yonda goes up for a dribble, gets the shot, and a foul right there. That's how you do it.
You know, the one thing about big pressure defense is that you can get, if you get in front of it, you're
good.
like 2v1.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
you make a layup.
Yeah. I mean, this game is so fast-paced right now, I feel like I'm rapping.
I feel like I'm Trinity Petty.
Oh, yeah, a good rapper in that grade. All right, Yonda goes up for the rebound, doesn't make it.
Shia gets the rebound, passes it back to his older brother or younger brother, Shia. Passes it to Whitting, and Whitting tries to shoot a three in the corner, but it's no good.
Land gets the rebound. It looks like 34 fouls him on the arm. Looks like the refs are discussing something. I have no clue what they're discussing. Being a ref is a confusing job.
I think maybe
If it was
number 34 maybe fouled, but I don't think they're really calling it.
Oh. Well, it looks like, let's take a look here. Restarting the clock, or are they setting it down? I don't know. But we have 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in this quarter, and Lockhorn's taking it out from the baseline. Passes it to Riley. Bounce passes to Lockhorn and gets past 2 defenders. Yonda gets it, and he gets a layup! Gets a layup and a foul.
Shablamo.
Lily, you cannot yell like that. You probably just blew out everyone's ears.
I'm sorry, but shablamo.
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 All I gotta say, folks, is holy shnikes. That's his second time making his layup and getting a foul.
That's an and one for Yonda. That was a beautiful play. That was a bounce pass to Lockhorn into a long pass to Dylan that almost it did get tipped,
Yeah,
but somehow Yonda got to it.
And Yonda made his 1 free throw.
Almost stolen by Land. Shia gets it behind the arc, passes it to 34 in the corner. 34 shoots a three-pointer, but can't get it.
It was a 2-pointer.
Riker gets the rebound, passes it out to Dop. Dop passes it to Shia. I don't know what he did there, but
Looks like Minden tried to swipe it, but Shia got it again and passed it to 34, passes it to 30.
30 tries to drive a little, does, and tries to get a layup, but can't.
And Bates gets the rebound, and Riley needs to stop with these butterfingers because he almost lost it again. He passes it to Bate farther up court. Bate, oh my goodness, long passes it to the older Land, and looks like 30 just knocks it right out of his hands as he was thinking about going up for a layup.
It'll be Minden's ball still, though, because
30 knocked it out of bounds. Lockhorn's taking it out right here, calling a play. Passes it to Bates. Excuse me, Yili. I have Minden. Who passes it to Lockhorn, and Lockhorn shoots a 3, and it goes in and out, but he doesn't get it.
Whitfield gets the ball. I mean,
where did you get Whitfield?
Superintendent.
Oh, yeah.
Shia gets it, tries to drive, but can't. Tries a floater, and it's just airballed, and that was terrible.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look here. Subs. Johnson in for Yonda. And, yeah. Lockhorn's taking it out on the baseline. Passes it to the older Land, who bounce passes to Lockhorn. Only one defender there. Cleverly bounce passes to Bates, who gives it to Riley out past the arc. Riley's taking his time, letting his defense come around. Shoots a 3 from pretty far out. Makes it. Doesn't make it. Excuse me. He does not make it. But he gets fouled pretty bad by number 40. And 40's like, what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
And number 40 is...
Oh, my God, ASMR. Riley goes up.
Bryce Riker.
Oh, my goodness. Riley goes up for a shot, makes it. I mean, as usual, he hasn't missed a single free throw yet. Riley's about to go up for a second one. And it's in. Looks like some subs for Gothenburg are going to go in. Levin's doing some weird hand signals, so I think he's calling a play. I don't know. That was like some butterfly hand movements. I like it. Ethan Riley goes up for his third free throw, and he makes it.
34 gets it, dribbles it to the right side of the floor, dribbles it to the left side of the floor, gets a screen from number 44, Dop, passes it back to Dop, passes it to Shia. Shia passes it back to Dop in the lane, tries the layup, but gets fouled in the process with 2 shots. Boom.
That was pretty good.
Are we having a competition now, so?
Nah, because we all know I would win.
We don't know how to win.
Oh, whatever.
People go to our Twitter page and say who do you think would win commentating.
Oh, yeah. All right, 44 missed his free throw. Looks like we got a sub coming in, Yonda, for Bates.
I honestly have no idea how you would do that on Twitter, but
I don't know. I don't know how technology works. I'm kind of surprised I'm on Strive. I mean, this stuff is confusing. 44 misses his other free throw. Yonda gets a rebound, passes it up court to Land. Almost gets a foul from 44. Land passes it to Lockhorn, who gives it to Johnson. Tries to drive, but has a lot of defense. Passes it back out to Land and misses it. But Lockhorn gets the rebound and goes up, and he makes it. Going past 4 defenders. Hold up, hold up. What's going on here? What is going on here? Looks like he fouled. I guess Lockhorn fouled, according to the ref.
what did he say?
Yep, Lockhorn did foul as he was going up for his layup.
The Gothenburg cheerleaders have entered the building. I repeat, the Gothenburg cheerleaders have entered the building.
Looks like 34 makes his free throw as the cheerleaders sit down. I mean, you know, I guess better late than never.
Oh. I mean, our cheerleaders aren't even here yet, so.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. 34 makes both of his free throws. And looks like he's gonna, what? Oh, 44 is gonna pass it in from the sideline.
Passes it into Dop.
Yonda steals it from him, who gives it to Land. Land goes for a shot, and oh my goodness, gets fouled so bad. Holy shnikes. But it looks like the person who fouled him got more hurt than he did. I mean, I saw him clutch his knee for a second, but that was just like jumping on him. Wow. Hey, but Land gets 2 shots. I mean, worth it.
Can't even tell people apart from their height, their numbers.
Land goes up. And, ooh, bounces around and on the rim, and it doesn't make it, though. Okay, he's going to go up again here. And it's in.
Dop passing it into the other 44, passes it to Shia.
Shia was wide open, but oh my goodness. So it looks like Raleigh passed it into Land, and Land tried to, get a long pass over to Bates, but it was too high, and Bates couldn't get it. Oh my goodness, he just chucked it. I mean, number 44 just tried to chuck it to 14 in a last-ditch attempt to get a shot.
All right, we're back, folks. It is the 4th quarter, 48-29. We are winning. And
let me try to do the math here. We are winning by 19. Quick math. Whoop, whoop.
Good job.
I know.
Mr. Woods' class pays off.
It finally. Looks like the players are making their way back onto the court. You know, Minden does their little, like, 1, 2, 3 team thingy. Yeah.
It's called a
What is that called? What is that?
powwow.
It's a powwow. Bam. All right. Johnson's going to take it out on the sideline. Passes it to Lockhorn. Lockhorn makes his way slowly up through the middle. Lockhorn passes it to Johnson in the side, who gives it back to Lockhorn in the corner. Lockhorn, oh my goodness, tries to pass, but he loses it with his butterfingers.
34 gets it. Gives it to. Gets it to.
Looks like we're a little bit behind here. Someone tried to shoot a 3, and Bates got the rebound, and now Yonda's making his way up court. Tries to drive, but gets stopped by defense. Gives it back to Bates at the 3. Shoots it, misses. Yonda tries to get the rebound, but doesn't make it.
34 takes it up court. Passes it to Whitting. There we go. Got his name. Riker tries to screen there, but doesn't really pay off. Passes it to the corner to number 34, but doesn't airballs it completely. And
Bates gets the rebound, and now Ryan Johnson has the ball. Shoots a 3, makes it, and he was pretty far out.
Shablamo.
I mean, holy shnikes. These guys are good.
Whitting takes it up court, right in the middle.
Tries to go in between the legs, but epically fails.
Passes it to 34, kind of in the corner, but kind of not. Looking for where to pass. Passes it to Riker at the top. Riker drives, kind of, passes it to
10.
Scherer. And then Shea
Passes it to 22, who makes a 3.
Shea. Then Shea gets it, tries to make a 3, and can't get it. I'm sorry,
He did
people.
get it.
I am
Johnson
very
passes
slow.
it. Okay, all right. I'm going to try to catch up here. Johnson passes it in, gives it to Lockhorn, makes his way up, gives a pass to Bates, and Bates tries to go up for a layup, but gets fouled by, pretty sure, like 2 people at once. Whew.
I'm sorry, people. If we're a little slow, we went to bed pretty late.
Yeah, we were at Chloe Johnson's birthday party.
It was lit.
It was fun.
It was very interesting.
All right, Bates shoots one of his free throws, bounces around in the rim and doesn't make it. Looks like he's going to shoot another one. We have 3 subs going in for Gothenburg. Lily's, oof, you got the bad luck. I mean, this is why I don't commentate for the other opposing team because, yeah, I don't know
Usually I'm pretty good, but there are 2 numbers that are the same on the court, which is
confusing.
very confusing.
Looks like 11 calls a timeout after Bates made his second free throw. And, I mean, this game is going pretty well. I'm loving it, guys. I mean,
I'm loving it.
oh, my goodness. I mean, we are winning by 20, and that's a pretty big gap, but it's aggressive out here.
Very.
I mean, we've seen a lot of people on the ground, and, I mean, a lot of fouls going on. And Minden's, you know, holding their, I mean, like, pulling their weight. It's good. Any comments, Lily? What do you think is going to happen in this 4th quarter, Lily?
I think we're going to win. I mean, we're winning by 20.
I mean, like, I'm talking, are we going to get more pressing, less pressing? I mean, better defense, better offense?
I think our defense will be just superb, and then our offense will also be just superb, and then we'll make a 3 like shablamo, and then we'll make another 3 like shabamo, and then we'll win the game. Boom.
Yeah, basically, that's how the game's going to go. But, let me see. If there's one thing we could probably work on, it's probably, I mean, not losing the ball. I mean, we've had a lot of steals and, like, almost steals. It's been a little messy. Just need to clean that up, and then we'll be okay.
Platter passes it into Scherer. Scherer dribbles it down the left side of the court, but Johnson tries to slap it away from behind and tumbles a little bit in the process.
And looks like Johnson was the last one to touch it, so number 14, who is
Platter
it's going to take it
passes
back
it into Daup. Passes it to 34 in the top. 34 puts some moves on him. 10 gets it, passes it to Dupe again. Dupe.
Yonda gets the rebound after that major air ball. The Youngland passes it to Lockhorn, makes his way up the side, passes it back to the Youngland, gives it to Yonda. Yonda tries to drive, passes it back to Lockhorn. Almost got picked off there, but it didn't. Yonda's trying to fake out his defense. I like it. Passes it over to Johnson, and Johnson shoots a 3, makes it. Holy frijoles, he's made a lot today.
34 takes it up in the middle of the court. Passes it to Doubt. Passes it to Headley. Headley passes it to Scherer. Scherer dribbles it up a little bit, passes it to Platter. Platter passes it to Daup. Daup shoots a 2-pointer and makes it.
Johnson's taking it out, pass it to Lockhorn with no defense. So pretty easy, making his way slowly up the court, kind of along the side. He gets a screen from Bates, tries to drive, passes it to Yonda in the corner, and doesn't make it. But the Youngland gets the rebound after Lockhorn tipped it out towards the front. The Youngland bounce pass to Bates, who handed it off to Yonda, who gives it to the Youngland in the 3, barely misses.
Daup dribbles it up the right side of the court, passes it to Scherer. Scherer hits the floater, and it's good.
Yonda passes it into Bates, who gives it back to Lockhorn, making his way up the middle of the court. Lockhorn gets a screen from Bates, who passes it to the Youngland, who bounce passes it to Bates, and Bates makes his layup.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
It's
it was
spotted
smooth.
Perfectly. Scherer takes it down court. To the left side, passes it to Daup.
Can't catch it, and Yonda steals it, passes it up court to, who is that? That's Johnson.
Ooh.
Gives it, all right, so what happened there? Johnson lobbed it to Lockhorn. Lockhorn jumped up in the air and, made the layup without touching the ground right there. That was nice.
Daup gets it, but tries to pass it to Headley, and
Johnson gets
Nope.
it, throws it all the way down court, and Youngland gets it with no defense and makes his layup. Looks like possibly Minden? Yeah, Minden called a timeout.
the Youngland is basically a young prodigy. He can be a very good thing.
He's probably going to end up like his brother.
He's only a freshman, remember that.
Yeah, and he's
Go! Whip it! Basketball!
And we are back to the Lillian Sloan show.
Oh yeah, we're famous. You know it.
Not really.
Yeah, we live in Minden.
We're famous for Minden,
Oh yeah.
if that counts. All right, so in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, we are winning by math, 23 points.
Nice, Lily. And it's 59 to 36, just to be precise. All right, so players coming back onto the court, and Gothenburg's going to take it out on the baseline.
Looks like Platter is going to throw it in. Nope, not Platter. Other 44. Tucker Wyatt or Seth Daup. Either one throws it in. Whitting tries to drive and gets a foul, so the score doesn't count, which is kind of horrible, but they get to take it in, so maybe they can make those 2 points back.
Yeah. Looks like Berkenstrand is coming in for Lockhorn. Lockhorn was in for a long time there. I think it's good to give him a break.
Daup gets it.
Ooh, whoa! All right, so what happened?
Shablamo.
44 juked out Berkenstrand so bad he fell on the ground. And then he fouled Johnson pretty bad that he fell on the ground. Whoa, hold up.
No, Johnson
Fouled him apparently, but yeah.
Or Wyatt.
One of those two. Just say 44.
Number 44.
Yeah, but wow.
How
I
about
mean, a
number
big guy.
44 squared because there's 2.
No, that'd just be confusing. All right, Berkenstrand gets the rebound after a missed free throw and passes it to Johnson up on the side, works his way up the side a little bit, stops, passes it back to Berkenstrand, who swings it over to the Youngland. Young Land passes it to Berkestrand up at the top, tries to drive. Oh my goodness, passes it to the other Wait, hold up.
Yeah, we have
There's
both twins
yeah.
in the game now.
Yeah, okay.
13 is Jamie, Jasper,
Holy fruit, holies, how do you know
and
this?
because I just looked at the roster.
All right, 30 tried to go for a layup, couldn't get it. Number
Shia
40.
for the 3, and it's no good. 34 gets it, passes to Whitting in the corner. Whitting tries to drive a little with the floater, kind of.
Can't
Ooh,
get it.
and
Colby Teal fights for the rebound, gets it swiped from him, but one of the Berkestrand twins gets it, passes it over to Johnson. Johnson goes for a 3 again, and if he makes this, oh my goodness, no, he barely misses it. Colby gets the rebound but doesn't realize he has it, and it gets swiped from number 34.
34 takes it up court, passes it to 44,
Oh my goodness.
and gets a foul.
Yeah, he was wide open. I mean, he could just drive for a little bit, and then, let's see, Johnson just had to rush over because I guess there was a little bit of miscommunication there. Johnson just had to rush over and try to not foul, but stop him from shooting, and that's a tough thing to do. Looks like we got some subs in coming in for Gothenburg.
Looks like everyone except for the shooter will come in. I mean, out.
Out and in.
Out and in.
44 makes his free throw. Johnson takes it out, gives it to the Young Land. The Young Land makes his way kind of up the side. You know, ooh, does a fancy move right there. Gets a screen from Berkestrand. Doesn't get very far, though. Tries to drive here. Can't get it. Bounce passes to Johnson, who tries to drive once again. Passes it back to Land, who shoots from the 3, barely misses it. Colby almost gets the rebound, but he doesn't.
Minden's putting in their freshmen with the exception of one
Whoa,
sophomore.
okay, 10 just drove all the way to the basket, but Colby swiped it from him and didn't get a foul. That was amazing. Looks like Berkestrand gets the rebound, does some fancy moves trying to get past his defender, hands it off to Johnson as Johnson makes his way back to the center court, gives it to the Young Land on the other side of the court. The Young Land tries to drive, gets stuck by 3 defenders, passes it to the other Berkestrand twin who tries to drive as well. Goes from the free throw line, tries to shoot, doesn't make it.
Platter gets it, dribbles up the right-hand side of the court, passes it way over to the corner to one of the 44s, and gets it.
And that's a 3 right there. All right, Teal passes it into Johnson, makes his way slowly up the court to let the offense set up here. Johnson makes his way up to the side, passes it to Berkestrand, who lobs it, I guess, tries to lob it to Teal, can't get a hold of it.
Headley tries to pass it to Scherer,
and
but
it almost
can't.
gets out of bounds, but Berkestrand fights for it, throws it back in. Teal gets it on the other side of the court completely, and it would have been out, but it looks like Lovin called a timeout right on time. No, sorry. What happened? What? I guess there's subs in, and there's completely new people in here. All right, I'm just going to say their first names because I might not know their last names. Nolan Reed passes it into Trayton Hostetler. Trayton tries to drive, gets picked up by 3 defenders, passes it to, oh my gosh, who is that?
Thompson.
Dallin
Thompson.
gives it back to Trayton, who tries to shoot a 3, but Nolan Reed gets the rebound, tries to drive once again, makes his layup right there. That was a nice one, Nolan.
All right, number 34 dribbles it up the middle. Passes it to number, please.
10.
Scherer.
And it looks like he got a foul on the arm right there from Minden.
The varsity Gothenburg girls are standing in the doorway with their jerseys on.
Have just arrived, waving at the cheerleaders. Looks like 10 makes his free throw.
And Jake Scherer got that free throw.
All right, let's take a look. Who just went in?
Connor Verbeek.
Verbeek just subbed in for Teal.
There is 30 seconds left, and we are winning 63 to 45.
Ooh, after the missed free throw, Hostetler tried to get the rebound, couldn't get it. Tried to shoot again, Gothenburg did, and he couldn't get the rebound again.
Scherer with the 3.
Makes it. Nolan passes it into Hostetler, making his way up the middle. Hostetler gets past his defender, and he goes in from behind, tries to steal it, but Hostetler gets control of the ball, but
Headley gets it, passes it to Platter, and
They tried to make another point, but they couldn't get there fast enough. And, well, folks, that was the...
That's all, folks.
Yeah, I'm Lily. Oh, I'm Sloan, actually.
And I'm Lily.
And we work for Strive.
Boom.
Action.
Welcome to the evolution of education at Minden Public Schools.
I will graduate from Minden High School in 2021.
I graduated from Minden in 2005.
2001.
1994.
1993.
1988.
I graduated in 1981.
49.
Back in 44.
I graduated from high school in 1935. I'm 100 years old.
What is the most used technology during your time in school?
I have to say the iPads. We do a lot of the homework on it. We search stuff up on the iPads. We do homework.
iPads and computers.
Definitely the iPad, which is what's being used to record this.
I believe the iPads and the computer.
Computers, but not laptops and tablets. We went to the computer lab every day almost.
The teachers tended to still use overheads, which projected up onto screens.
We didn't really use computers or iPads like you guys. We had our textbooks, the library.
Probably computers, TSR 80.
Probably the calculator. We didn't have a lot of computer technology or any of that we used.
We didn't have any computers yet in school back then. Probably the most used technology were videos and things like that we learned from.
Well, in high school we had typewriters.
Technology? Oh, gosh, I don't know. Even when I worked at the bank, I still like to do my write it down on paper. I didn't always believe that I could get it back from the computer.
What do you like most about attending Minden Public Schools?
The teachers. The teachers were amazing. They helped me through stuff when I didn't understand.
The teachers and the sporting events.
The teachers. I loved almost all of my teachers. And it's a small school, so you get a lot of one-on-one. You know every one of your classmates, and you know a lot of the kids below and above you.
I think I liked the people the most, and I liked that it was such a tight-knit community. Whether I was, performing a play or in the classroom or playing in a golf meet, I felt like people supported me.
I liked the fact that it was a small school.